Let's say you're in town looking for your wife that's been dead for 3 years after you got a letter from her. Town that's infested with monsters. Maybe perhaps you're even trying to save the president's daughter that's been kidnapped and brought to Spain. Or you dedicated your entire life to fighting bioterrorism. What's kind of the most important thing when you find yourself in those situations? Well, it's this: you gotta look good doing it. Survivor horror is a genre that really has no business creating characters that throw fits like this. And by throwing fits, I don't mean that thing that certain type of anime fans do when you call them a PDF file. No, by throwing fits, I mean just looking absolutely fly. The type when a character appears on screen, you just gotta sit back and be like, damn, he does not need all that. And as a certified fit thrower myself, I do get these moments a lot. So today I'm just gonna sit back and look at some survival horror outfits that need to be studied. These are also not in any particular order, so no need to argue over which one is the best. And what better way to start than with James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2. James was sitting in his house, just minding his own business, with his wife in the trunk of his car, probably writing himself a letter, when he suddenly received a letter from his wife, urging him to come to Silent Hill. He was saving that jacket for an occasion like this. This is of course a Vietnam era jacket, and there is no indication that James is a veteran, so there is no reason for him to have this jacket, and especially not with those patches that he has in the original. So this man was thrifting right before coming to save his wife. He had to make a little detour, because even in a situation like this, he won't be caught lacking. Or perhaps he just stole it from his dad, who we would later see in Silent Hill 4. You just know that this outfit is iconic when it inspired new generations of survival horror protagonists. I mean, just look at Ethan Winters. You know he got that outfit because he played Silent Hill 2 once. He missed his opportunity though, because he's looking for his wife in Resident Evil 7. In Resident Evil Village, he's looking for his daughter, so he should have gotten the Harry Mason fit. Also, mind you, my man Ethan was wearing this jacket around the house. Before Chris even barges into his house, he already had it on. Mia had to be so fucking done with his bullshit. But he just had to do it, he just had to, and I respect that. I mean, even looking at the shirt underneath, it looks very much inspired by James Sunderland. The original one, I mean, because with him, you don't even know if it's like a polo shirt or whatever that is. What's he wearing? We'll never know. There is no other way to describe it than iconic. No other character was ever able to pull this off as much as James. I'm sorry, Ethan. Which brings me to the next article, which is Alan Wake. I mean, look at him. He obviously tried the James Sunderland look, but why he got so many layers on? Nothing wrong with layered outfit, but man, this is not how you do it. Which is why I prefer the outfit much more. Look at the suit and that little tie. The colors are nicely matching. Even got a better haircut. I mean, they were going for the John Wick look. I mean, hell, even the game is named after the protagonist, just like the movie John Wick is. Even the sequel has the number 2 in it, just like John Wick 2. And I'm not really sure if the John Wick fit is really fitting for a survival horror protagonist. But hey, Alan Wake pulled it off, so if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I mean, not much to be said about Alan Wake, let's move on. When I said that there isn't a particular ranking for the outfits on the list? Well, this one is definitely the best one, and it's Chris Redfield in Resident Evil Village. Just fucking look at it. Everything, and I mean everything about this outfit is just fly. When we start with the black tactical turtleneck, tagging Chris all over the place because he's just so fucking massive. When you look like that, you can never go wrong with a turtleneck, mark my words. But it doesn't end there, no. That morning, Chris woke up. He put a turtleneck on and he was like, nah, let's make this shit even better. And he pulled out of his closet the cleanest black coat to go with this outfit. He got the inspiration from Wesker. When it comes to outfits you gotta wear at least once before you die, this shit gotta be like top 5. When he was standing there giving Ethan emotional damage, he was in his mind like, damn, I got this shit on for real. This is why he never took the time to explain to Ethan what's going on. He was just too busy glazing his own outfit. Chris got a generation of motherfuckers hitting the gym just so they can pull off this turtleneck. And the rest of the outfit is just as good. Because sometimes your pants can genuinely ruin the entire outfit. But this is not that easy to ruin. Chris got the tactical pants on along with the boots. He chose to go all black, and that was the best decision he made that day. I mean, he is like 50 years old. He has no business looking this good. Which like begs the question, where are they gonna take Chris next? Is it even possible to recreate the sheer glamour of this outfit? I guess we're gonna see. And of course, if we're talking survival horror outfits, I cannot possibly not talk about this. And by this I mean Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 4. I mean, this has gotta be the biggest glow up in gaming. Cause how do you go from this to this? I mean, imagine the president approaches you, saying his daughter has been kidnapped and is somewhere who knows where in Spain. What's your first thought? I mean, it is of course to wear the $2,000 shearling jacket paid for with the taxpayers' money. Because you know Leon's paycheck is coming from that. And I mean, that was the best decision Leon could have done that day. I mean, both in the remake and in the original. Or perhaps the worst decision. Because the jacket got stolen like 10 minutes in. And you know this hit him hard. He never even tried to recreate the drip he had wearing it. It's all the outfits he wore for the rest of the franchise. In best case fade in comparison, or are just straight up ass. And even without the jacket, in just like the tactical shirt, he was still throwing fit. But like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a sucker for tactical wear. Like, especially in the original, because he's wearing that little turtleneck t-shirt. I mean, that outfit just says so much about his character. It's so simple, it's so effective. So even though he lost, that $2,000 jacket is not that big of a tragedy at the end of the day. And speaking of how I love tactical wear, I absolutely need to stay in the franchise and take the time to glaze whoever the fuck this is. This is a character called Tundra from Resident Evil Village, who had like in total 5 seconds of screen time. They did not have to go this hard with this character. I mean, technically it's the entire squad that's wearing the same thing, like quite literally. The Hound Wolf squad that's led by Chris. I mean, who else? Considering that Chris is the contestant for having the most fly outfit in the entire franchise. You know he just had to drip out his entire squad. I mean, there was no other way. There are only 2 requirements to join his squad: fight bioterrorism and look fly. And again, the entire squad is wearing the same thing, but I think it looks the best on Tundra. I think it's due to the fitting. The large, like oversized jacket with the skinny jeans is the big jacked small pant character design, which we always love. You know, Capcom was aware how much they cooked that they had to add this character to RE-verse, that online game that nobody played, so they had to shut it down. So I guess the design was wasted anyway. If they ever bring this character back though, I hope they lose the 10 up score fast XP high cut helmet, because it kinda ruins the outfit. I mean, I see the point why they're wearing that obviously, but it does ruin the outfit overall. You should throw it away and replace it with like a Carhartt beanie, preferably a black one to go well with the rest of the outfit. But honestly, you don't even need a beanie, because I did look at the concept art and goddamn, bring this character to life. And speaking of Resident Evil Village and bringing things to life, bring this Ada design to life. I mean, seriously, they designed this, they came up with this, and they said to themselves, you know what, scrap this design, scrap everything, let's not include Ada in this game and never use this design ever again. How is this not an unlockable costume in Resident Evil 4 Remake? I mean, it's the Plague Doctor. Plague. Las Plagas. Come on, Capcom. We were robbed. Yeah, but anyway, I think this would be it for this video. This is only a short one. I just felt like glazing some of the outfits in the survival horror genre. If you have more survival horror outfits, feel free to mention them in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be blessed with a great outfit for every day for the rest of your life. And that is a certified guarantee. I mean, I would do it myself, but I cannot subscribe to my own channel. But I am close to 3,000 subscribers, so each like and subscribe will be greatly appreciated. Yeah, but thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time.